Welcome to Section 4. In this module, we move from strategy into execution. Specifically, we focus on operating model, governance, and ownership. How your organization must structure itself to manage the long-term demands of eIDAS 2.0. The goal here is simple: to bridge the gap between regulatory obligations and day-to-day business operations. eIDAS 2.0 represents a foundational shift in digital trust. It moves us away from siloed identities, weak authentication, and manual verification processes. Instead, it acts as a catalyst for operational efficiency, a source of cryptographic trust, and a major opportunity to unlock new user-centric business models in the single digital market. Success here requires more than a compliance checklist. It requires a deliberate, cross-functional operating model. In this section, we'll cover 4 core areas. First, the external governance ecosystem that surrounds eIDAS 2.0. Second, your specific obligations as a relying party. Third, how to assemble an internal cross-functional blueprint. And finally, how to embed privacy and audit readiness into your operating culture. It's critical to understand that under eIDAS 2.0, you operate inside a highly regulated, interconnected system. Identity transactions are no longer isolated internal processes. They depend on certified external entities, such as ENISA, National Accreditation Bodies, and Conformity Assessment Bodies. Every interaction your business has with a wallet is potentially visible, traceable, and auditable within this supervised framework. As a relying party, you carry 5 core obligations that sustain trust in the ecosystem. You must register your intent with your member state, securely authenticate your service to the user's wallet, request only data that is strictly necessary for your service, cryptographically verify the integrity and origin of what you receive, and protect that data in full alignment with GDPR. These obligations are technical, legal, and operational, all at once. Compliance under eIDAS 2.0 is not a one-time project. It is a continuous life cycle. It starts with initial setup and registration, moves into secure integration and live operations, and is sustained through monitoring, surveillance, and periodic updates as your business needs evolve. Ownership must therefore be permanent, not temporary. Because eIDAS 2.0 spans technology, law, risk, and user experience, no single department can own it alone. Success requires a cross-functional coalition built on 4 pillars: product as the strategist, IT and engineering as the builders, legal as the interpreter and guardian, and compliance as the auditor and assurance function. Governance only works when all 4 move together. Within this coalition, responsibilities must be clearly separated. Product defines the why and the what, shaping the user journey and determining which attributes are truly necessary. IT and engineering define the how, implementing standardized APIs, securing communication channels, and maintaining immutable transaction logs required for audits. Blurring these roles creates risk and inefficiency. Legal and compliance play complementary but distinct roles. Legal sets the boundaries, interpreting the regulation, updating contracts and terms, and advising on liability exposure. Compliance ensures those boundaries are respected, monitoring controls, auditing purpose limitation, and maintaining readiness for supervisory inspections. Clear accountability here is essential for defensible compliance. At the top, organizations should establish an eIDAS 2.0 steering committee. This body sets strategic direction, formally approves new data requests before registration, oversees enterprise risk posture, and serves as the primary interface with regulators and national authorities. Without this forum, decisions fragment and risk increases. 2 principles must be embedded across all functions: privacy by design and audit readiness. These are not final stage checks. They are design time mindsets that shape architecture, processes, and decision-making from the very beginning. Importantly, eIDAS 2.0 does not conflict with GDPR. It operationalizes it. Selective disclosure directly supports data minimization. Explicit user approval establishes a clear lawful basis. And cryptographic transaction logs support accountability and traceability. When implemented correctly, eIDAS actually simplifies GDPR compliance rather than complicating it. Certification in this ecosystem is continuous. After an initial evaluation, organizations enter a surveillance phase involving regular security assessments and reviews of system changes. This culminates in periodic recertification. The implication is clear. Documentation, logging, and controls must be maintained continuously. Audit readiness is always on. To summarize, governance under eIDAS 2.0 is both an external and internal challenge. Your obligations as a relying party are continuous, visible, and auditable. Success requires a coordinated coalition across product, IT, legal, and compliance. And privacy by design must be embedded as a core operating principle, not an afterthought.